Time now for the Beer Chill 5 o'clock news on a Saturday evening, November 28th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Wiggins out here. 5 o'clock news at 9. There and not top right. 5 on this. Saturday evening here is in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where the 57-year-old man with a bushy white beard who was suspected of killing 3 people in a shooting rampage to the Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado had a history of brushes with the law, including the Peeping Tom incident. In Bamako, unknown attackers fired rockets at the United Nations peacekeeping base in northern Mali on Saturday, killing 3 people inside. Moscow. President Vladimir Putin signed a decree imposing an arrest of punitive economic sanctions against Turkey on Saturday under the line and depth of the Kremlin's anger toward the Ankara 4 days after Turkey shot down a Russian warplane. In Coptic, California, a chef's deputy cradles a baby girl in a riverbed near the crevice where she was found buried alive. In Istanbul, a prominent human rights lawyer was shot dead on Saturday after wrapping up a news conference in which they had appealed for a calm, sparkling fresh protests across the country and included efforts to bring a halt to the continuing violence. There is a 90% chance that the tomb of King Tutankhamun contains a hidden chamber, as Egypt's antiquities minister said on Saturday at the end of a 3-day probe in the boy's king burial. After meeting the Queen at Buckingham Palace on Wednesday, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is taking her repeatedly the Commonwealth Leaders Summit in Malta. In a darkened war room, dozens of South Korea's university students are practicing hacking one another as a part of a government program to train in the battles under the world's best shadow techno soldiers of Kim Jong-un's regime in North Korea. In Al-Fam, Israel, thousands of Israeli Arabs protested on Saturday against the outlawing of the popular Islamic group that Israel said that played a central role in circling the wave of Palestinian street attacks. David Cameron's plan to bomb Syria could be halted if German corporate orders the party to vote against military action. The defense secretary is warning that he urges Labour MPs to bar airstrikes. The photo was posted on a Facebook page along with a update on a woman named Katie Brown and sparked hundreds of calls to police resulting in an animal cruelty investigation as Facebook's photo of a dog's muzzle tape shot garners worldwide attention. That 2-year-old girl, known for months as Baby Doe after her remains were found on the plastic balcony on Boston Beach, was buried Saturday in a donated dress with a donated quilt. In shops across the country, including entry malls of Georgia and not too crazy crowds at Squirtle and J. Crew, the relative company that committed Black Friday shopping this year, believe a frenzy of deals, many of them online. Washington, President Obama took his teenage daughter, Balia Sasha, to shopping on Saturday for books in the street treat to promote small business Saturday, and an event designed to boost holiday shopping at mom and pop shops. U.S. stock indexes ended little change in light trading on Friday, with consumer stocks falling as investors spread over early reports in the U.S. Bumblebee's employee Mary Kelsey said a crowd of shoppers followed her during her store Saturday morning as she was opening for business in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Media business reporter Rupert Murdoch has scooped us all with a tweet Friday said that he was strong with that Tribune publishing meeting sold to a Wall Street firm in the Los Angeles Times spun up the local group. New York Chinese shares slumped 5% on Friday, hit by a regulatory in the industrial sector, whereas but the decline did not carry throughout the other major equity markets, which ended modestly lower. A new study suggests that rising carbon dioxide in the ocean is causing a spike in population of microscopic marine algae. Washington had a joint news conference in Washington with President François Hollande and France. President Obama reviewed on his focus in terms of attacks in Paris to bring up a huge international gathering beginning in the French capital on climate change in Paris. Astronauts didn't get a big turkey and mashed potato, but lots of food as astronauts celebrated Thanksgiving and aboard the International Space Station on Thursday at a played in a very unconventional fashion. And Friday, she steps to the championship at the latest financial club. Better last for women in world. She's probably taken all about all sorts of things, including relationship with her famous husband, Microsoft co-founder Ward's richest man, Bill Gates, as Bill Gates filmed with Bill Gates with a brilliant mind. Boston considered raising the legal age for buying cigarettes and other tobacco products to 21 from 18. State lawmakers are weighing on the possibility of making such a change statewide. At least 19 people in 7 states have been sickened by prepared foods containing contaminated celery. A new study suggests that women who experience PMS symptoms may experience hypertension and high blood pressure later in life. One of the most important new drugs to win regulatory approval this year is Optimal, a novel medicine developed by Bristol Myers Squibb that keeps cancer from invading directed by a patient's immune system. Peter Chill News Times and 504 on this Saturday evening. Sign up for our possible report here. One NHL score report. The Philadelphia Flyers over the New York Rangers, 3-0 here. Okay, looking at college football scores with 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. Wyoming leading UNLV 35-28 with 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. Appalachian State defeated Louisiana Lafayette 20-7. Georgia 7, leading Alabama 55-17 with 2:52 left in the fourth quarter. Middle Tennessee 35, Texas A&M 0 with 13-18 left in the fourth quarter. 3:27 left in the third quarter. It's Utah 20, Colorado 7. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Northwestern 21, Illinois 7. At halftime, it's Rice and Sharp 0-0 the score. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Michigan State 20, Penn State 10. At halftime, it is Wisconsin 28, Minnesota 14. At halftime, it is North Texas 3, UTEP 0. 49 seconds left in the second quarter. It's North Carolina 35, North Carolina State 13. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Alabama 9, Auburn 6. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. It's USC 20, UCLA 14. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. It's Utah State 21, BYU 10. 13-19 left in the second quarter. It's Arkansas State 21, New Mexico State 14. 12:52 left in the second quarter. It's Tennessee 20, Vanderbilt 14. 14:55 left in the second quarter. It's Kansas State 28, Kansas 7. Clemson beating South Carolina 37-32. Ohio State 42, Michigan 13. West Virginia 30, Iowa State 6, Cincinnati 19, East Carolina 16. Memphis 63, SMU 0. Indiana 54, Purdue 36, Maryland 46, Rutgers 41, Southern Mississippi 58, Louisiana Tech 24. Florida Atlantic 33, Old Dominion 31, Virginia Tech 23, Virginia 20. Georgia 13, Georgia Tech 7. Louisville 38, Kentucky 24. And Syracuse 20, Boston College 17. While the Patriots are taking on the Broncos tomorrow night in Denver, they got hit some bad news as Danny Amendola, wide receiver, will not be playing. In a false start to the season and step to the final fault amid the perfection with the close was displaying no obvious issues on the court. Close watch of the team have been set aside to the rule that prevents Luke Walton. Can't Belgium all that sent between Andy Murray's Great Britain and the biggest, heftiest trophy of sports, the Davis Cup, which is 105 kilograms of silver, wood, and history. And next name is David Goffin, the lightest man in elite tennis. All right, let's take a look at the traffic here. And 95 minutes southbound side. It's slow from 146 to 610 vector here. 95 minutes southbound side. Get the next around. Route 195 with prominent, so expect delays here. I-84 in the eastbound side. It is slow from Sturbridge all the way out to Charlton. Mass packing on the westbound side, so from Auburn I-84 and Sturbridge. And mass packing on the eastbound side. It is slow from Sturbridge all the way out to Charlton. Due to an accident here. On mass packing on the westbound side after I-84 and Sturbridge and mass packing to the eastbound side also sold before 495 and Westboro. Route 3 to the southbound side, so from Route 18 in Weymouth all the way out to Derby Street in Hinghamere, and Route 3 in the northbound side, so from 53 in Hanover all the way out to Derby Street in Hingham doing an accident on Route 3 in the northbound side before 220 in Rockland, Mass. Mass packing to the eastbound side is also sold from Natick all the way out to Route 120 in Weston Air, Southeast Expressway southbound side, so the Pike all the way at the Dorchester Air. 120 in southbound side, get the next around Route 93 in Redden, so expect with laser. 120 in the southbound side. A little slow around. Route 3 in Burlington, Mass. But the main turnback of the northbound side. A little slow after 202 in Gray, Maine before the Auburn-Lewiston area here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing coming on this Saturday evening on highways and byways in Wingliner, and expect the areas around the mall to be busy here. As Route 1 on both ends from Pawtucket all the way at the Emerald Square Mall area in North Andover, it's a little slow here. Route 9 on both ends of Framingham and Natick stretch a little slow. But otherwise, it's good to go around the mall. Just expect to be busy around the mall area here. Okay, look at that. MBTA alert to Silverline S1 and space around laser to traffic. Silverline SL4 space about laser to traffic here. On Kabir Rail, looking good, and on Ferry, they are looking good. Peter Cheldusabs out 5:10, and it is time out for a weather report here. Currently, to the North Massachusetts at 5 o'clock, 46 degrees at temperature with humidity 86%, winds north at 7 miles per 2.5, 42 degrees here. Okay, look at our current conditions around the region here. 43 degrees in Boston, it's 42 in Bedford and Beverly and Gloucester and Lawrence, 44 in Fitchburg and in Sturbridge, 42 in Worcester and Milford, 44 in Norwood, 46 in Taunton and Plymouth, and in New Bedford and Falmouth and Provincetown, 47 in Chatham, 49 in Vermont, 48 in Nantucket, 50 degrees in Blockon, 51 in Westlake, 48 in Providence, 55 in Montauk, 52 in Islip, 55 in New York City, 50 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 45 in Danbury, 46 in Waterbury, 49 in Meriden, Connecticut, 46 in Hartford, 45 in Winslow, Connecticut, 43 in Springfield, 42 degrees in Greenfield, Mass, 40 in Athol, Massachusetts, 35 in Northampton, it's 38 in Pittsfield, it's 37 in Albany, 36 in Silver Springs, 30 in Rutland, Vermont, 35 in Bennington, Vermont, 40 in Lebanon, 40 degrees in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 39 in Lebanon, Hampshire, and Keenan, Lodgeport, Hampshire, 40 degrees in Jeffrey and Manchester, and Concord, Hampshire, 42 in Nashua and Portsmouth, Hampshire, and 40 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here, hey, looking at the surface map around the country, it shows a cold front from central Arizona down from New Mexico, merged with a station front from Mexico, merged with a cold front from Texas, stretching all the way, merging with the station front from northern Mississippi, stretching all the way to Ohio Valley, and stretching name for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and merged with a cold front from off the Jersey Shore and off the sea. Here, in a station front for northeastern portions of Manitoba, merged with a cold front from Ontario, stretching into Nova, Quebec. Here, followed from western Nebraska, stretching western Colorado, and followed from the Pacific Coast from Washington down to the California coast here, and another followed down from the Baja California coast, and followed from southwestern Mexico down from north central portions of Mexico here. And we got low pressure centers in western New Mexico here, northeastern Texas, and western portions of Tennessee. Got some high pressure centers there, and inland Pacific Northwest, around the Northern Plains, and the Carolinas, and up in eastern Quebec here. 36 degrees at temperature right out in Detroit, 47 in Pittsburgh, 63 degrees in Washington, D.C., 70 in Atlanta, 80 in Miami, Florida, it's 59 in Brownsville, Texas, 41 degrees in Dallas, Texas, 31 degrees in Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska, 37 in Chicago, 29 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 21 in Great Falls, Montana, it's 42 in Seattle, 50 in San Francisco, Las Vegas, it's 64 degrees in Los Angeles, it's 20 degrees in Salt Lake City, 22 in Denver, 61 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona, 43 degrees, and in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on our latest radar picture here. And we're seeing some huge tabs of shots of Marshfield, Mass, and some spotty rain shots a few miles off the outer Cape Downs here. And we're seeing some line of rain shots west of Providence and stretching down from Norwich and down 95 from New London down through New Haven, Bridgeport, Stamford, and down for New York City here. And it's raining around Manhattan around Long Island from New York City all the way out to Islip, and some spotty rain showers around Wyckoff and Summit in New Jersey here, and also seeing some spotty rain showers from 84 from New Britain down for Waterbury and down for Danbury, Connecticut here, and some spotty rain showers in northwestern New Milford, Connecticut here. And also we're seeing some spotty rain showers off the main coast of central west central tip of Nova Scotia. Some spotty rain showers, man. Halifax, Nova Scotia, and some lot of rain showers off the Nova Scotia area here. And zooming out, and it shows a line of rain showers stretching down to central New Jersey, and down for northern Delaware, northeastern Maryland, and down for southeastern portions of Pennsylvania here. And some spotty rain showers at central west central portions of Pennsylvania, stretching in our valley, and down for eastern and central northwest central portions of Texas here, and some sleet pelts from western Oklahoma stretching the central portions of Kansas down with around Kansas City, some spotty rain showers on west central portions of Missouri, and some spotty snow showers from southwestern Iowa, stretching into central Nebraska and up to western portions of South Dakota here, and some spotty snow showers west of Salt Lake City, Utah, and some spotty snow showers from northeastern portions of Ontario, west central portions of Quebec here, and some spotty snow showers in east central portions of Quebec here. Okay, take a look at the satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds from the Canadian Maritimes, stretching it down for Texas here, And Atlantic clouds from South Dakota stretching to central and northern portion of the Rockies here. And Atlantic clouds from British Columbia stretching all the way down into Canada here. And Atlantic clouds off the central coast of California here. Okay, let's take a look. Here's the latest. On center has now become a low pressure center. Currently in New Mexico here. As we will try to get Sandra's remnants sometime Tuesday night and Wednesday, but that's 3-4 days away, so we will keep in track of the remnants of Sandra. Okay, let's take a look at forecast discussion here. A much cooler air mass overspreads the region tonight and Sunday as dry high pressure builds in Quebec here. Chilly but dry weather lingers on a Monday as high pressure settles over Maine as the weather likely turns wet on Tuesday and Wednesday as the low pressure in front of boundary will move across the area here. Temperatures also moderate Tuesday and Wednesday, then the trend is dry but cooler next week, late next week. Near-term forecast X is a deep layer of moisture is now just off the south coast of Rhode Island and Massachusetts dry air invading the column from northwest to southeast as rain shield is becoming more fragmented with time, and this will yield to rain tapering later this afternoon and early evening as post-coastal air mass much cooler than previous nights with lows tonight roughly around 25-30 around the north of the Mass Pike, 30-35 across Nova Connecticut, Rhode Island, and stuff of the Bass Pike and Massachusetts, except to be middle 30s in the urban areas including the city of Boston, mainly a light north wind. Expected about a bit breezy across the Cape Cod now with north winds of around 15 miles an hour here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, cloud skies are going to become a cloud skies low about 30 degrees, north at about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. For Sunday, sun skies about 45 degrees and north at about 5 miles an hour here. For Saturday night, increased skies low about 25 degrees and north at about 5 miles an hour here. Monday, most sun skies about 41 degrees and north at about 5 miles an hour, becoming light and variable in the afternoon here. For Monday night, most of the coast got about 25 degrees. For Tuesday, chance rain after 2 p.m. Parts of the got about 48 degrees and chance patient is 50%. For Tuesday, rain likely clouds got about 40 degrees and chance patient is 30%. For Wednesday, rain likely rain for 3 p.m. Cloud skies with high about 54 about 35 degrees and chance patient is 50% end. For Thursday, most of the skies have about 47 to about 29 degrees. For Friday, most of the skies have about 46 to about 29 degrees. And for Saturday, sun skies have about 45 degrees here. Here's weather phrase of the evening: a cloudy 9 on tap and a sunny cool one on Sunday. Viewers, you have a good evening and good positive attitude. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening and good positive attitude. Here.